Improve your vocabulary, 3 levels English.
In 1872, the U.S. Congress made a big move by creating Yellowstone National Park, the first ever in the world. This was a huge step for taking care of nature. But it wasn't all good news. Making the park meant that the Native American people who lived there for a very long time had to move. They lost their homes and the way they used to live with nature. Animals living in the park also faced problems because their homes changed too. Yellowstone is famous for its amazing geysers like Old Faithful and many animals like bears, wolves, and bison. But its story is not simple. It reminds us that when we try to protect nature, we also need to think about the people and animals who live there to make sure it's fair for everyone.
In 1872, the U.S. Congress made a historic move by founding Yellowstone National Park, the world's first, signaling a new chapter in environmental preservation. Yet this groundbreaking act had its downsides. It established a model for safeguarding natural habitats and biodiversity, but also had negative repercussions for the native communities and wildlife indigenous to the area. The establishment of Yellowstone led to the displacement of Native American tribes, who had lived in sync with the environment for centuries, depriving them of their ancestral lands and altering their traditional lifestyles. Likewise, the introduction of the park disturbed the natural living spaces of many animal species, posing challenges to their survival and management. Despite its stunning geothermal wonders and rich array of species like grizzly bears, wolves, and bison, Yellowstone's story is a nuanced narrative of the interaction between humans and nature. Its inception, a significant conservation milestone, reminds us of the importance of adopting inclusive strategies that honor both the natural world and the cultural rights of indigenous peoples, ensuring that the conservation legacy is not overshadowed by injustice.
In 1872, the United States Congress enacted a groundbreaking decision to establish Yellowstone National Park, the first of its kind globally, heralding a new era of environmental conservation. However, this landmark decision was a double-edged sword. While it set a precedent for protecting natural landscapes and biodiversity, it also led to significant adverse impacts on the indigenous populations and wildlife that called these lands home. The creation of the park saw the displacement of Native American tribes who had lived in harmony with the land for thousands of years, stripping them of their ancestral territories and altering their traditional ways of life. Similarly, the park's establishment disrupted the natural habitats of numerous animal species, leading to challenges in their conservation and management. Despite its awe-inspiring geothermal features and rich biodiversity, including species like grizzly bears, wolves, and bison, Yellowstone's history is a complex tapestry of human and environmental interactions. The park's foundation, while a milestone in conservation, serves as a poignant reminder of the need for a more inclusive approach that respects both nature and the cultural heritage of indigenous communities, ensuring that the legacy of conservation is not marred by the shadows of injustice.